What's up, you guys? Happy Thursday morning. I feel like I just went live, but I have been thinking about this so much. So you guys know I just got back from my breathwork seminar, and I was talking to one of our members yesterday, and he's like, so how did you integrate back into real life? Because when you go to stuff like this, right, like you had a 5-day immersions where like you process all this stuff and you learn and you grow and you do all of these things, and you come back to the real world and you're like, now what, right? So yesterday totally felt like I was like on an emotional hangover. I was just tired, right? Like I learned so much about myself in 5 days. I learned so much more about how to help other people get unstuck and have those breakthroughs. That was amazing, but it was just a lot, right? Like, so we did a workout yesterday, or I did a workout, and it was wall balls and running and pull-ups and all this stuff. And I was like, I did 2 rounds of it, and I got done and I was like, I just have no go, right? Like I wasn't physically tired. I wasn't out of breath. I was just like, I'm done. But I've been thinking so much over the last few days, few weeks, about like what's holding you back, right? And here's the thing. I'm going to be very honest with you guys, and you probably don't want to hear this. And it's true for me too. The thing that's holding you back from being where you want to be in life is you. Newsflash, we're the ones doing it to ourselves, right? Like it's crazy. So this is the thing, and this is the reason that I'm so passionate about coaching. This is also the reason that I have multiple coaches for myself, because here's the thing that happens in life. We all go along and we're doing our thing and we grow up, and maybe we had great childhoods, maybe we didn't have great childhoods, maybe we had, whatever, like whatever's happened is that we develop these protectors and we develop these barriers that are meant to keep us safe, right? Like in life, when things happen, you're like, oh, that feels weird, that feels scary, that doesn't feel safe, whatever. And I don't mean safe like you're going to be attacked, but like you're like, yeah, I don't like how that feels. We start to bring protectors, okay? And when we put up protectors, we're like, okay, I don't want to go there, right? And then as we get older, we develop these subconscious fears of where we want to go, who we want to be, how we want to show up in this world, right? And so we end up doing things over and over again because we haven't actually realized like what's going on beneath the surface. I was talking to one of my friends this morning, and we were talking about just where we're going, and she's also an entrepreneur, and it was like, she goes, I've realized, and we've worked together, we've done a lot of work together in the last year. She was like, there's this subconscious fear that I didn't know was there, right? And that's what I've been leaning into for myself, right? Of like, okay, what is actually going on? Like, what's the thing keeping me stuck, right? Because here's the thing, you guys, like most of us don't have it all figured out, right? We're all working on it, and that's okay. So it's like, okay, can you lean in? Can you look a little bit deeper? Can you peel back those layers? And can you go, okay, if I want X outcome, like I talked about yesterday, why am I not doing these things? Or maybe you don't know what to do, or you don't know how to get unstuck, or you're not sure like why you're in the place that you're in, right? And you're like, gosh, there's just something that I need to figure out. And most of the time, you guys, we can't see it in ourselves, right? And that's the truth of the matter. Like I said, I have multiple coaches that, sometimes I'll call and I'm like, oh, it's just blah, 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 right? And I'm like spinning in my story because I don't realize it's a story, right? And I'm spinning in this story, and they can ask me a question and I'm like, oh, right? Oh, that's the thing, right? And I see that all the time with our clients, right? It's like, you just need that person that's able to help you pull back the layers, that's help you see those stories, ask you the questions where you're like, oh, that's the thing, right? Because I don't know what's holding you back. Only you do, right? It's only inside of you. And so what you need in this world is that friend, that coach, that person that can say, hey, what about this? Hey, what about that? They can ask you these questions where you can really go deeper inside of yourself and get past what we think at the surface level stuff is, right? We talk about this all the time. Like so many people come into the gym looking for, I want to lose weight. I want to get, it's usually I want to lose weight, right? Sometimes I want to get stronger. Sometimes I want to get healthier. But the truth of the matter is, like when the story is I want to lose weight, what's actually going on underneath, and I posted about this the other day, but is that we're looking for a feeling of love, acceptance, support, worth, whatever that is, right? That deep feeling that we think we're looking for. And that's not like the weight loss isn't going to do it. And so that's what I really want to help you guys understand is that we all have the gifts. We all have the power. We all have all of the things already inside of us. We just need a little bit of help, and we need somebody else that can be like, hey, let me help you do this. Let me give you some tools so that you can figure it out, right? I can't give you the answer. I can't empower you. You get to empower yourself, but what I get to do is I get to open some doors. I get to show you some new ideas, some new concepts of like, oh, maybe this is what I need, right? Like I know from my own journey, you guys have heard this, like I thought it was about weight loss. I thought it was about my body, and it never was. It was about chasing perfectionism, and it was about all of the things that I dreamed up in my head as a kid that were keeping me safe and keeping me protected. So the reason that I love coaching, the reason that I do this work is that I get to help shift those things, right? I get to help open some doors for you so you can see what's actually keeping you stuck, what's actually keeping you blocked, why you're in overwhelm, why you're in struggle, why you're not exactly where you want to be. And you might have a lot of things figured out, but there's just those few things you're like, gosh, I just need to get to this point. And then I'll have that feeling, right? And then I'll have that happiness. And then I'll get to that point, right? So what I want to encourage you guys is that if you're not like working with a coach, if you're not working with somebody that can actually help you open those doors and see that, and you feel like I could be that person for you, I've opened up 2 spots, okay? 2 spots for one-on-one clients. We'll work together very, very close on all of the things. So on your nourishment, on your movement, on your mindset, on your, on your emotional state, on all of those pieces, because they all go together, right? It's just like we talk about with Shift. Like, if you're not doing one of the things and you don't have congruency and consistency and curiosity, you're not going to get all of the things. So what if we start with what we think is the biggest thing we want to work on? We start there, and then we kind of open up this world, right? And I'm going to tell you guys, once you start doing this stuff and you have help, because we all need help, once you have help, you're going to open up and you're going to be like, wow, where did this world come from? Because that's what happened for me. Like, I walked around like this. I had blinders on. I was like, this is my struggle. Oh, I can't breathe. What am I going to do? And then it was like, all of a sudden, I got help, right? And I had a coach, and they're like, hey, what about this? And I was like, whoa, look at this beautiful world. Where did this come from, right? So I just want to encourage you guys, if you're feeling like you're stuck, if you're feeling like you're just needing that little bit of help, and you're like, this is what I told myself. I could do it on my own. I could do it on my own. Probably could, but you know what? Coaching gets you there a whole lot faster. So I've got 2 spots. So if you guys are interested, you want to work with me one-to-one, let's jump on a phone call. Let's see if we're a good fit. Maybe we are, maybe we aren't. Okay. But I want to work with people that are really, really ready to kind of step into that and just and do some work and have some fun. And like, it gets to be fun, and it gets to be easy, and it gets to be like, life gets to change. Hi guys, I love you guys so much. And like, it just gets to be simple. So I want to help you figure out how to make it easy. I want to help you find your flow. I want to help you uncover your gifts, and see where in the world you get to show up and then you get to change other people's lives. So hi Rob, I miss you guys. We need to have like a reunion. But anyway, so if you're interested in knowing more about coaching with me, or with Brandon, if you're a guy and you feel like you'd rather kind of work with Brandon, that's cool too. So drop me a DM if you have questions. We'll just jump on a phone call. Absolutely no pressure, but I feel like we did a lot of energy work this weekend, and I just feel like there's definitely some people in my world that are like calling out and needing this. So I just wanted to use this opportunity to open the door and say, hey, if you think it's your time, if you're tired of struggling, you're tired of struggling with your body, you're tired of struggling with your health, maybe you're tired of struggling with your business, or just finding that thing and getting over that hump, I just want to open the invitation that I'm here to help you, and I would love to chat. So hope you all are well. Matt, Rob, I want to see you guys soon. Everybody else is on here. Hope you guys are doing awesome, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.